Inda Barimini, welcome to another special edition of Podcast and Chill. And today I'm joined by the marketing manager of Brand SA. What's happening, Tsepiso?
Hi, good morning, Mike. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure, man. Let's talk about Tsepiso the person before we talk about why we're doing this interview. Just give us a brief background about yourself, where you come from, you know.
Yeah, so the Tsepiso Madele, I was born in Pumalanga, actually, if you want to take it back that far,
Yeah.
Bushbuck Ridge. But I grew up in Joburg, spent most of my life here, high school, varsity, played quite a lot of sports during that time, and decided to join the world of marketing. And this is what I've been doing for quite a long time now. I've worked in various places, South African Airways, AVI, I've sold consumer goods, and now I'm at Brand South Africa, where we're marketing and promoting the South Africa's country brand, which is a very exciting thing to do on behalf of all South Africans.
Awesome. Let's talk about Brand SA. What is your guys' mandate? What is your role? What is your purpose?
So Brand South Africa is a government agency. We report to the presidency, and we're essentially an entity that's responsible for managing the country's reputation and building up the nation brand. So if you think about South Africa as a brand, we would like to derive the same kind of benefit as other strong brands do. So if you think about some of the brands that people support, some of your favorite brands, perhaps you behave in a certain manner towards those brands, you're more likely to spend more of your money on those brands, and you're more likely to believe in what those brands are saying and doing. So, as the official custodians of the South African nation brand, we seek to position the country competitively so that all South Africans can benefit from a strong brand that helps them succeed in either conducting their business, selling their exports, or attracting talent into the country, or attracting investment into South Africa. We're also responsible for encouraging, on the domestic front, encouraging active citizenship, which is basically getting South Africans to play their part and contribute towards building the country and the country brand through whatever means they have.
I can tell that you got some very young people in your team because the campaign that you're doing right now speaks to a lot of young people, and I think it hit the mark because I heard the track for the first time yesterday, and I haven't stopped listening to it because if you have Maphorisa and Kabza, you've got a hit on your hands, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, I'm glad you point out that we have a lot of young people. I guess you're looking at me and thinking definitely not. It wasn't him. But you're absolutely right. We've got a great team here, and it helps to have a good, good diverse team that that they can really pull in all the strengths to make sure that we're able to stay in touch with all South Africans and come up with communication and campaigns that really talk to young people and get the message across, so that we can achieve some kind of impact. So, as you mentioned, yes, those some of those musicians and producers are really amazing. I mean, those who've listened to the beat, it's awesome. It's something that will really pump for a long time to come.
Yeah. So make sure if you're watching this, make sure you play a part. Download the song, check it out. It's an awesome song. It's the song is called "Play a Part," right?
Yes, play your part, Africa Unite.
Yeah, it's featuring Maphorisa and Kabza, Shasha, Tresor, Dee Koala, Youngsta CPT, Rouge, Ricky Rick. Are you a fan of Ricky Rick?
Yeah, well, I'm a fan of all South African music, and in fact, a mix. So I don't listen to just one genre. So yes, I'm familiar with most of our musicians and the songs, though I'm not very good at singing along. I do enjoy the beats for sure.
You know what? We love Ricky Rick on this channel. He's our favorite musician. So anything with Ricky Rick, you've got us.
Totally, totally.
Tell us how the song came about, because you could have easily just done an ad campaign or I don't know, a social media activation thing, but to do an actual song with such great superstars, I think speaks volumes for what you guys do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We've done campaigns, we've engaged in various activations around the country, in various countries on the African continent, and we felt that this was something different, coming from the nation brand. And we knew that music is a very powerful tool to use to get through to people, especially young people. The African continent's population has a very young profile if you compare it to other continents, and so we knew that we really have the opportunity to to capture this audience and influence them in a positive way, especially now during the time of the COVID-19 epidemic, and so we really believe that, especially, and also considering the fact that we were able to get the participation of these amazing musicians and producers that you've mentioned, we really hope that we can hit the mark with this one and have something that will last for a long time to come.
And how has COVID-19 impacted your business model?
So the COVID-19 pandemic, as you know, would all be aware, has impacted every single person on this continent. And from a brand South Africa perspective, we had our plans laid out. We were ready to kick into the new year, the new financial year, and run with our campaigns. We had everything laid out. But one thing that's really had to change is the way in which we engage with our audiences. We're no longer able, at least for the time being, not able to have direct personal contact with a lot of our audiences and our stakeholders and partners and so on. So what we had to do was to quickly regroup and find other ways, means, and platforms through which we can still communicate and be impactful and achieve our objectives, and not waste any time during this the disruptions now. So we've had to move a lot of our work onto the digital space. We've been doing webinars. We are redesigning some of our programs so that we can be able to roll them out and implement them through digital means and still achieve an impact during this time. So it's really been a challenging time, but at the same time, we're not letting this crisis go to waste, as people like to say. We believe that we can come up with innovative ways that can really take us into the future, and hopefully allow us to become even more efficient in doing the work that we do. And we hope that all South Africans can also learn from some of the measures and the contingencies that they've had to take them forward and become more efficient and really use technology to achieve their objectives.
Do you drink?
I do enjoy a glass of wine now and then. Why do you ask?
Because we've just launched our own gin, so I wanted to send you a bottle there because I know you're gonna love it.
Yeah, for sure. You can send it through. Once the lockdown has been lifted and it's legal for you to do so, I'll definitely try your gin out. Absolutely.
But yeah, the reason why I'm asking that is because we've just recently launched our own gin. So if we wanted to be on Brand SA, how would we go about doing that?
Yes, so there are a number of ways in which we encourage South Africans to leverage the nation brand. So as I mentioned, we are essentially the custodians and the managers of the brand, but we don't necessarily want to keep this brand to ourselves. We want to make sure that we build a brand that works for all South Africans, individuals, business, government, civil society, and so on. So for businesses, we'd like them to align to this nation brand so that they can leverage the nation brand equity that goes with it and associate themselves so that by the time you export, for example, you export your product, there will be that positive association and link between South Africa, the country, and its capabilities and the good quality products that come from that country and the people who are capable of achieving world-class success, linking that to the product that you're offering, and that helps to build confidence in those products and services that come from South Africa. So yes, we can definitely talk about how you can get access to some of these nation brand tools. We've got insights, we've got research that we can share freely with you. There are branding elements that you can use and associate your brand with whenever you are talking to international audiences. Then obviously from a player part perspective, there's a lot that can be done. For example, you could help us by helping to communicate a message of responsible drinking, for example, or other forms of responsible behavior targeting South Africans, so that we can all find a way of playing our part. So there are many ways in which you can work with the nation brand.
Perfect. So thank you so much for joining me, man. In closing, where can people get the song, and what is the purpose behind the song? What do you guys want to achieve?
Yeah, sure. So the song is available on all digital music platforms. They can find it there and download it there. They can also view the video on our YouTube channel. And basically, what we're trying to achieve through the song is to leverage the power of music and bring in Africans from various parts of the continent. As you'll see in the song, features South African artists and artists from the likes of the DRC, from Zimbabwe, and so on. So we wanted to bring in and actually have a show of African unity and convey a message that encourages young South Africans to play their part and be a unified force in order to make sure that they can contribute towards the success of Africa as a continent. We are a powerhouse. Our youth really possesses a lot of potential, and there's a lot that they can achieve if they all pull together and show common respect. And especially now, during the time of the COVID-19 epidemic, we all need to play our part and observe those measures, those personal hygiene measures, and also influence other people to play their part and help to curb the spread of this virus, so that we can all emerge triumphant and succeed as a continent. So that's the message we'd like to convey to young people, and we hope that we can do so whilst entertaining them, whilst uplifting them as well through this amazing song.
Tshepiso, thank you so much for joining me once again, man. I really like this idea. I think it's very good. It's brilliant because, music transcends boundaries, So I think you're well on your way to achieving your goal. Long may it continue.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on your show.
And I look forward to having a glass of gin with you after lockdown, so you can tell me how it was growing up in Mpumalanga.
Absolutely. I'll tell you all about it today. I hope to do that.
All right. Thank you so much, Tshepiso.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Dedicated to my hot ass and fat ass, so good enough for my lovers. Your life in pill. Mkwaqo unzima catch it back. Ungathuki nasandla sami, ungathuki nasandla sami. Ngelela bo, ngenawe bo, ngimina nawe bo, ngimina nawe bo. Ngelela bo, ngenawe bo, ngimina nawe bo, ngimina nawe bo. Africa unite.
Kumba, I'm South, you just need to play a part. Must be sending even if you're apart. Find a hobby, exercise or try art. Spend time with your fam, it's really good for the heart.
Mask in the right place. Looking like a ninja, gotta hide my face. 2019 without COVID-19. Lost the 2020 vision, now we're playing this safe. That's a good start. 5 feet is the price, better play your part. Kiss my knees through the phone, bless a little hard. Did you sanitize? Gotta save a life, dois protéger mes potes. Je dois protéger ma famille. Avec ce qui se passe sur le moment, on n'a vraiment pas du choix, c'est la vie. Je dois protéger mes potes, je dois protéger ma famille, Avec ce qui se passe au moment, on n'a vraiment pas du choix, c'est la vie.
During times like these, you need rhymes like these. It's lockdown, but I find my keys and we patiently waiting. We can't be too hasty. Consider your safety. I'm one of the best now. Don't face me, embrace me. I know this kind of stopped your plans, but for now, self-quarantine. Wash your hands, adhere to the law, and pray to the Lord for those lost and hope there's a cure for us all, young.